Hey everyone! Check out my awesome jumper! Now, last week you may have noticed a lack of videos with my actual face in them, and that's because I was kind of feeling a bit rubbish and sorry for myself, as I'd spent the Thursday, Friday and Saturday before Easter in hospital. Now, the reason for this is because I had a kidney stone, and the reason for that is, if you don't know this already, I have a really rare, weird, genetically inherited disease. It sounds so horrible to put that way, but it's not as bad as it sounds, called cystinuria. Now, what this literally means is cystine in the urine. See, my problem is that my body, especially my kidneys, cannot transport amino acids very well. So I have a buildup of them in my kidneys, and there's a particular amino acid called cysteine, which in a high enough concentration likes to crystallize, forming a very rare special type of kidney stone. And when I say rare, I mean rare, because they only account for 1 to 2% of stones created by people. And from the data that I found, it doesn't seem to take into account that the same people make these cysteine stones over and over and over again. And filming this the next day because some of my footage got deleted. Cystinuria is pretty rare, but it's one of the more common genetic diseases, with about 1 in 7,000 people having it. However, not all these people will have as active kidneys as mine, and some of them will never make stones in their lifetime. Hooray for them! However, that 1 in 7,000 number does vary worldwide, with certain genetic backgrounds more predisposed to have this disease. I'll give you a clue: white people. Anyway, the number also varies because getting cystinuria is a game of chance. The genes that cause cystinuria are recessive, so both of your parents either have to have cystinuria or be carriers of it for you to get the disease. Neither of my parents had it, so they must both be carriers, and I was lucky enough to have the 1 in 4 chance of getting both defective genes. Yay! My sister gets beautiful ginger hair like Merida from Brave. I get kidney stones! Yay! Really, kidney stones in and of themselves are not a problem. The problem comes when they get stuck in the ureter, which is the tube that goes from your kidney down to your bladder. If it gets stuck in there, it could block the way and prevent your kidney from draining properly, causing it to swell up and cause intense pain. From my experience, the main symptoms are feeling like your kidney is going to explode inside you, extremely high levels of nausea, and crying in public. Apparently the pain is worse than childbirth, so I'll keep you updated on that if I start spitting out babies at some point. All I'm gonna say for now is morphine is awesome, if properly prescribed to you by a qualified medical practitioner. Anyway, yeah, so I was in hospital for a few days on painkillers, fluids and anti-sickness, but fortunately I didn't have to go into surgery and I was able to pass the stone myself. For those of you curious as to what these stones look like, I did actually take a picture for my own records and to show my consultant when I next see him down in London. So I've put a link down below and you can go see that. Warning though, it does also have some of my pee in it. So yeah, you've been warned. But yeah, I have a consultant down in London. I'm currently being kind of treated and looked at to see what they can do to try and improve my situation. There are 2 main things that I'm doing at the moment to help slow down the creation of stones. The first one is drinking tons of fluids, mostly water. I try to drink about 3 litres a day, and that's to try and dilute what is in my kidneys, to try and prevent stones from forming, and also to try and wash out any stones that have already been formed before they get too big and cause a problem. The big downside of this though is that I have to pee quite a lot of the time. I know where all the easily accessible loos are in central London. 2 tips: Carnaby Street has free loos, and when you're at King's Cross Station, go over into St Pancras because that's where the free loos are. The other thing I'm doing is taking sodium bicarbonate, which yes is the stuff you put in cakes. These are to alkalinize my urine, to try and lower the pH of it, to prevent it from being too acidic and having a buildup of cysteine which creates more stones, etc, etc, etc. But yeah, I just wanted to share some basic facts about a thing that I have that sometimes makes me disappear from the internet for a little bit, especially since, you know, I shared these things on Twitter and Tumblr and Facebook and stuff, but it's really difficult to reach everyone on YouTube as well because you don't all follow me on those things and stuff, which is why you should totally follow me on those things. Hint, hint. It's also to let other people with cystinuria know that, hey, you're not alone, it's me too, yay! If you're interested in finding out more about cystinuria, I will pop some resources down below in the description thing. And I also have an interesting collection of stories that I would like to share with you all, so you can look forward to hearing about my fun times in hospital. Yay! But yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, pop them down below or send them on Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, etc. And I shall see you next video. Dance, dance, we're falling apart to halftime. Dance, dance, and these are the lives you'd love to lead. Dance, this is the way they'd laugh if they knew how misery loved me.